Hey everybody, Dave with Bricks of the Dead here, and we're back with Let's Play Outlast Whistleblower. This is our sixth episode, and it is most likely our last. According to the comments I received last time around, this should be the end of the DLC, and I have to say, I've really enjoyed the ride so far. So we're going to do this pretty much like we did the last episode of the main game, where I'll play through. Once we beat the game, we'll watch the credits, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on the game, how it went, and everything like that. So, these doors are unopenable. So yeah, without further ado, here is the grand finale of Outlast Whistleblower. Oop, some gunshots down there. So shoot anything that moves. So we should probably try to remain undetected behind this absolutely filthy mattress. Here's where we actually left off last time. The autosave does kind of mess with you. Where we found that document. Let's make sure we still have that. Yep, we do. Okay. And we're going to continue along this way. Just for grins, I'm going to see if I can open this door. I cannot. Alright, so we're going to avoid these guys because they have authorized deadly force. They're going to kill anything that moves, and I assume that would also mean Mr. Wayland Park. Alright. That is locked. Why does this area look so familiar? Have we been here before? I assume we have. Alright. Locked! Let's close this behind us real quiet-like. And we'll see... Oh, okay, so we're getting a reverse angle here. Church is still very much on fire, although fire doesn't seem to be spreading very quickly, so that's good. Oh, I'm going to open that rather dramatically. Locked. Alright, oop, we're saving, so we must be making some progress. Nice seeing outside. What's kind of cool here too is, you know, while the vast majority of the game has kind of been dark, every time we've been outside it's been at night, just kind of foggy darkness, but now we're seeing, you know, through these windows the light, or the sun rising in the distance. And that's pretty darn cool. I think I know where we are. This is the beginning of the first game. I think we came through this door here. We crawled through the scaffolding, got through this door, came in here. This TV popped on and it scared the hell out of me. If I'm remembering correctly. Looks like... I wonder if these cops that are moving through here are bolting these doors shut to know that they've already searched this room or something. But they're kind of doing a half-assed job of it because this one's bolted shut, this one's not. But I guess you also have to have a path for the player to go through. Oh, got another folder. Check this one out. Transfer authorization for patients. Those are the ones that we just talked about. From Murkoff Psychiatric Systems to Murkoff ARD Zeichner Facility. Caution, level 3 triple black security protocols including chemical restraint, physical restraint, and separate adaptive hyperbaric chambers are to be used at all times in transit. Chemical stimulation is highly recommended for all personnel within 500 meters of patients. Attempts at communication should be assumed to be hallucinations and disregarded. Facial disfigurement should not be taken as a sign of lost acuity. They are physically blind but not unseeing. Note, security clearance for Project Wallrider will not apply to information regarding patients, yada yada yada. New security clearances will be issued and appropriate protocol assigned. Interesting. So this is setting us up for possibly another downloadable content or another sequel. Either way, I'm game. Transferring these guys over to a new location, and that's the one that the I can't remember the lady's name was talking about, where she was hoping that, you know, female staff would be allowed to be there so that she could observe, which, you know, she says that now, but I have a feeling she is going to regret that, because Murkoff has not really proven themselves to be terribly reliable as far as keeping these places safe. So I think she would be quite ill-advised to go check these places out, because she's going to end up just like everyone else here, where they're all, you know, very thoroughly killed. But oh well. Rec call closed off. Alright. So it seems like we've got just the one way to go here. Dude is dead. Yeah, all this stuff is just bolted shut, which is interesting. So I assume that's going to be our path down. And this right here is where we got our first major scare of the game. We walked in here and the guy's dead body flops down from the ceiling, and I screamed like a baby. That was good times. Alright, so let's continue. A little dark in here. Might as well use our camera. I think we're going to finish the game with an excess of batteries, but yeah, it's hard to say.
Mr. Park. How the fuck are you still alive? Let's make a deal. You help me, I'll help you.
Yeah, I'll consider it. Let's look around a little bit first.
Like a pig.
Can we go down here? Basement area? All blocked off now. Well, I guess our path is pretty much laid out for us here. Now, if I'm thinking correctly, this guy here that's trying to make a deal with us is the guy that screwed us over earlier in the game and like choked us out and left us to die. Yeah, that's the same guy. So I don't know. Ugh. Nasty stuff. But he's also in the middle of the door, so I don't think we're going to be able to get by without him interacting with us. I'm guessing he's going to try to double cross us, even though he said he'll help us, but we'll see. Oh! Oh!
No one can know. No one.
Oh! Oh, that is some ridiculous gore. If you ask me, there's not enough people exploding in horror movies, so that's quite nice to see. Alright, so we are even more severely injured than we were before, but that guy got his comeuppance, so that's good. There's parts of him all over the place. Alright, let's take off. Let's see if we can get out of this place. Wow, this is like a whole different experience walking out of this place with the orange sun rising, and it's pretty cool. So I wonder if we're going to get out here and the guy from the original game, if his Jeep's still going to be parked right around the corner, we can just snatch that up. Because I remember... That looks like a Jeep right there. I remember in the original game we left the keys in the Jeep, and I thought that was weird at the time, and now we're going to get a payoff. So that's pretty cool. Hats off to the developers for kind of thinking that through and coming back to it at a later time. I thought that was... I think that's pretty sweet. Take Mr. Upsher's Jeep here. And let's get... Oh, what's going on here? Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, time to get out of here. Well, the guy helped us once, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to continue helping us. So let's not be stupid and just run.
You press that button. There's no going back, Mr. Park. There's enough hard evidence in that video file to make a world of shit for our friends at Murkoff. You got out of Mount Massive alive, and we've done everything in our power to cover your tracks. But our enemies are twitching and malicious corporate paranoics with resources you're too moral to imagine. You won't be the only target. Anyone you care about, your wife, your child, there'll be nothing to Murkoff but ways to hurt you. I need you to understand the bridge you're crossing here. You will do irrevocable damage to the company. You might even get close to something like justice. But once you click upload, your life is over. Everyone you love is fucked. But it's the right thing to do. Is hurting Murkoff worth that much to you?
Oh, all right. So it looks like we did escape. We're doing all right now, and we have hooked up with some sort of, Julian Assange type character with Viralinks, which I guess is the Outlast version of WikiLinks. And here we are going to upload this information. It doesn't really give us much of a choice. We're going to upload this information out and make it public. So that's pretty cool. Let's do it. And there we have it. That was Outlast Whistleblower. So, I guess my thoughts on the game. Let's start with the negatives first, because we'll get those out of the way. I don't think this was as scary the first time, or as the first time around, because we've been here before. We're going back to the same locations, the same monsters. We kind of know what to expect. So it's harder to kind of recapture that same energy they had in the first one, that same just constant sense of dread as we were working our way through it. So that's kind of on the downside. That's got to be pretty much my only complaint. I think this DLC was really, really well put together. I love the way that it integrated with the original story. We kind of saw a little bit before, a little bit during, a little bit after. Some of the extra documents that we were able to find throughout the DLC, it kind of fleshed out a few of the mysteries that were left behind in the original. So we know why there weren't any women left at the facility, and kind of, what Dr. Wernicke's foibles were all about, and how all that stuff worked. The character from the first game came back and helped us. We were able to escape using his car that we left the keys in. So I really like how all those things interacted. They felt very well written, and they worked well together. And then as far as scare factors go, while the majority of the DLC wasn't as scary as Outlast, the big bad guy, the groom psychopath, was absolutely terrifying. That whole sequence just made my skin crawl, and hats off once again to the developers for really committing to having just an absolutely awful, creepy villain in there, and that worked really well. So I'd say all in all, for DLC for the original game, if you liked Outlast, pick it up. It's a nice add-on. You get a little bit bigger sense of the story at large. It sets up some potential future DLCs, or maybe Outlast 2, kind of seeing what this new facility is going to be like. And I just really like how it wrapped up the story as a whole. So Outlast Whistleblower, I'm giving it the thumbs up. Pretty awesome. I loved it. So I'm going to let the credits play out, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be doing another game walkthrough here probably in the next week or two. Right now I'm kind of leaning toward the first season of Telltale's Walking Dead. I'm not 100% committed to that, though. I have a couple other ideas I'm bantering about. So, be on the lookout for that. And then, as always, if you want to subscribe and like and share and all that fun stuff, please do. It helps me out. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys around.